Capaldi.
Here we go again. Every time he comes on, I get corrected, eh?
Well, get it right,
to everyone in the
All right.
BBC.
Capaldi.
It's
Well,
Italian. Capaldi.
I know
Capaldi.
that.
Capaldi.
But Peter, you know why I say that? It's because there was a pop star,
Jim Capaldi.
Jim Capaldi.
That's right, yes. With the same problem.
At time of recording, you've just come back from some filming in
Tenerife.
And did it go okay?
It was fantastic, but it was very brief. The bizarre thing was we were staying in a hotel which was like totally a holiday hotel, you know, with the massive eat all you like buffet and the live music in the evening.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, because we've been filming for like 6 months now, I'm quite tired. I kept getting confused, thinking, am I on holiday or am I working? Where are my family? Where's my wife and my daughter? Are they by the pool? Should I be down making sure I put a towel on the bedside, you know, thing to make sure that that's all?
Wow.
But no, I was working.
And you're all ready for Christmas now? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've done my Christmas shopping, which is the main thing to do.
Get me anything or not?
It's going to be a surprise.
Okay, all right.
You might be happy, you might not be.
Only if you get his name right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Pronunciation manual.
Yeah. I'll need it for more than just your name. We're 4 days away from the Doctor Who Christmas special 2016, which is on Christmas Day, 5:45 on BBC One. It's called The Return of Dr. Mysterio.
Yes.
And we'll see the Doctor. Well, you say where the Doctor's going to be. He's obviously in America. He's in New York.
New York. It's a superhero story. It's the first time we've seen the Doctor actually meet a traditional superhero. Actually, a kind of slightly old-fashioned superhero.
He looks a bit like Batman, but he's a baddie, isn't he?
But I think he's more like a kind of Christopher Reeve kind of Superman.
Okay.
You know, although he's kind of dressed in the current kind of idiom. They don't put superheroes in tights anymore, which is a shame, I think.
Because it's not a bad look, is it?
No, it's a good look and it's fun. And the last one who could pull tights off, as it were, was Christopher Reeve, who was fantastic and had a great wit about him. And they were very, very funny, those early Superman movies. And I think this is a sort of a homage to that kind of a thing.
So does he team up with the Doctor then, the superhero?
I sort of don't want to explain to you how they come together. But I mean, the Doctor, who is generally used to saving the planet, is able at this time to step aside and let somebody else save the planet.
Face me.
Maybe not.
Face me now. What is that?
It's not me.
It sounds like
Like someone knocking at a window.
we're on the 100th floor. Oh my God, he's real.
Who's real?
The ghost.
Who's the ghost?
Masked vigilante, but he's super.
We went to New York, but not really. In fact, we went to Bulgaria. That's where New York was.
Oh, don't say that.
No, I won't give it all away, but there is a fabulous standing set they have of New York out there. Yeah.
Next, you'll be telling me that there's no room really inside the TARDIS.
And you know what? There are people inside Daleks. I'm sorry.
Stop
sorry,
it.
but
Stop
it's the
it.
truth.
It's patently not true, so don't start making up
We
stories.
know it's all real. You can't fool us.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's got a bit of a comic book superhero feel.
Yeah,
There's,
it's great. It's very funny. And Justin Chadwick, who plays the superhero, is fabulous and has great wit, and it's great fun to work.
And
And
there's
Matt
a-
Lucas is back, yeah?
Matt Lucas is brilliant. I mean, we're absolutely thrilled to have him back. Matt is just, you know, he's one of the British comedy greats, you know, to have somebody there who came up with all that stuff. It's just, and he's a great person to have around.
He's Nardole, isn't he?
He's Nardole, yes. He's a strange kind of creature who we met in last year's Christmas special. And we will explain in this year's Christmas special why he's still around. Matt is very, very funny, but also has a kind of rather strange kind of alien look about him with his pale skin and his clear blue eyes. So the pair of us together look like a strange pair of creatures that have appeared out of nowhere.
Peter Capaldi is with us. The Doctor will return.
You must listen or you will be exterminated.
Peter Capaldi is on with us. Last time you were in, we were talking about how quickly you became the Doctor. It was, you know, almost just a few shows.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts going into it? Did you think you'd be able to carry it off, looking back?
I never really thought about that. I thought the thing to do was, as it were, not to look down. I thought if you became aware of the scale of it, it would overwhelm you. So I never thought about that. I never thought about the size of it, the fact that it was a juggernaut and the fact that it was sold all over the world and that there was a kind of immense responsibility to keeping that juggernaut on the right path. I thought that would just crush me if I thought about all that. I just thought about playing the part and jumping about the TARDIS and blowing up the Daleks and stuff like that, which was all fun.
I always think, and this is only my own personal opinion, that you, being a fairly kind of edgy person in real life, an actor and somebody, with comedic sensibilities as well. I always get the sense that you would like to play him slightly harder-edged. Maybe he might be a bit more unpleasant once in a while.
Yeah, I think that's an aspect of him that is actually fun.
Yeah.
I think just to have a kind of avuncular, very open figure is fair enough. But I think that really the Doctor's at his best when he's spiking a bit more acid. And also it gives more value to his compassion.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be an incredibly affectionate person in order to be kind.
But we know that he's kind anyway because we know his history. But do you kind of fight for that, or is that inherent in the writing anyway?
I think it's inherent in the writing. That's sort of what you do when you act, is you look at the material and you say, what other things can we bring to it? So you tend not to try and play what's just on the page. I try and bring something else to it, which may be a spikiness, or it might be a warmth in something they've written particularly spiky, or you're just always looking for a different angle to come at.
Yeah.
And do you think you've been able to evolve the character since you took over?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the initial season we did, because, we had wonderful Matt Smith, who was just a brilliant actor, but also very approachable and very warm. I think we deliberately wanted to make my Doctor very different from that and make him quite hard and distant, which is kind of how I remember Doctor Who being, when it's the kind of Doctor Who I grew up with, was a more distant, grown-up sort of figure. So we did that, and then I think in the last season we warmed him up a bit as he experienced new things about his life. Because the great thing about Doctor Who is every time he's reborn, he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
So he has to explore aspects of himself, and so he can develop. So I think he got a bit warmer last year, and he got a bit warmer, and everything still went bad. So I think
So it's going to get colder again.
I think it's a nice mix of both of those things. That's what you want. And the thing about Doctor Who that you've always got to remember is that the audience goes from 6 years of age to, 82.
Yeah, good
and
point.
you've got to entertain all of that age range.
Yeah. Now, you're a professional interviewee and a professional actor. I'm a professional, and so is Tim, a professional interviewer. So we ask the question. You kind of know I'm going to ask the question, and I kind of know what your answer might be, but I'll ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Will this be your final series as the Doctor?
I don't know. I really don't. I haven't made my mind up. I really haven't made my mind up.
That's it. There we are. That was it.
Can I just say professionally asked and professionally answered?
Thank you
as
very
well.
much.
Yeah. So, next series, what can you tell me?
Well, I think it's very much a return to the basics of Doctor Who, which is, a mysterious stranger with a time and space machine taking you on adventures to every corner of the galaxy and every corner of
Are we hearing
history.
Daleks?
We
We want to see them, whether they fly or not.
I wouldn't say. They may be.
Cybermen?
They may not.
Cybermen.
They may be different from that. They may not be marching Cybermen. They may be a different kind of Cyberman.
I'd like to see the Yetis come back in the London Underground.
Yeti.
Remember
I
the
love
Yetis?
the Yetis. I absolutely loved that. When I first came to London, I kept looking for them in the underground, but they were never there.
Well, I remember years and years ago in 1960s, giant ants, and they were called Zarbies. Giant ants. That'd be giant ants. Be good.
They were great, the Zarbi. They
Yeah.
also had giant moths called Menoptera.
Oh, look, you know all of this.
I know all about it.
Of course you do.
That's right. And the Prince of the Menoptera was played by Martin Jarvis.
You're right.
Oh, yes,
yeah, I
I
remember
remember.
Martin
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
of course.
wonderful, wonderful
Yeah, he's a
actor.
great actor. Still is.
And he keeps spinning around a light bulb all the time.
Yeah, of course he's attracted to the light at all times. Even now. Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, baby.
In Doctor Who, Christmas Day, BBC One at 5:45. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much,
All
Peter.
right, thank you.
See you next time.